Build with a Freedmen Invention. Apply to become a Bright Grip seller or licensee. The Freedmen Reparations Fund Trust is opening a commercial pathway for businesses, distributors, retailers, manufacturers, and qualified sales professionals interested in helping move a Freedmen-owned invention into broader markets. Bright Grip's illuminated lineman pliers are a professional-grade tool incorporating integrated illumination for electrical, construction, HVAC, automotive, industrial, and other professional applications. Bright Grips is associated with U.S. Patent Number 10.066.830 and UPC 8694820032, more than a product. Bright Grips was created by a verified Freedmen inventor whose family history has ties to historic Freedmen land connected to FRFT's institutional work. As FRFT continues working to preserve Freedmen history, land, genealogy, intellectual property, and economic interests, we are also building pathways that allow present-day Freedmen innovation to reach new markets. This is where preservation, ownership, innovation, and economic development meet. Become an authorized Bright Grips seller. Businesses interested in purchasing and reselling authentic Bright Grips products may apply for consideration as an authorized seller or reseller. Potential approved channels can include independent retail, regional retail, national retail, wholesale and distribution, electrical and construction supply, industrial and institutional sales, applicant-owned e-commerce platforms, approved third-party marketplaces, international distribution, other approved commercial channels. The official application allows businesses to identify their requested geographic territory, sales channels, marketplace relationships, commercial objectives, and any requested exclusivity. Authorized seller status does manufacturing rights, patent rights, private label authority, exclusivity, sub-licensing authority, or ownership of Bright Grip's intellectual property. Any commercial rights must be specifically approved and documented in writing. Become a Bright Grips licensee. Businesses with manufacturing, distribution, private label, co-branding, or larger-scale commercialization capabilities may apply for consideration as a Bright Grips licensee. Potential licensing opportunities may include manufacturing, private label production, co-branding, distribution under license, defined fields of use, domestic market development, international market development, approved exclusive arrangements, other specifically negotiated uses of Bright Grip's intellectual property. Licensee applicants should be prepared to provide information concerning their proposed licensed use, manufacturing facilities, quality control systems, proposed product modifications, market sector, production sample capability, and product traceability. No patent, trademark, packaging, design, manufacturing, or O is granted simply because an application is submitted. Sales agents and representatives can apply. The Bright Grips commercial framework also provides a pathway for qualified sales agents and representatives. This may be appropriate for individuals or businesses with established relationships in industries such as electrical supply, construction, HVAC, automotive, industrial procurement, hardware, wholesale, retail purchasing, institutional sales, commercial distribution. Applicants can identify the industries and accounts they can access, requested territory or account lists, projected sales pipeline, and prior manufacturer representative or sales agency experience. A sales agent or representative does not automatically receive authority to execute contract warranties, collect funds, grant licenses, or otherwise bind the Bright Grips owner. A structured commercial qualification process. This is not an informal reseller program. FRFT has established a formal commercial qualification process intended to protect the inventor, the intellectual property, the Bright Grips product, and qualified commercial partners. The standalone application requests information concerning business identity and formation, requested commercial pathway, territory, sales channels, commercial experience, existing customer base, warehousing and fulfillment capability, projected first-year volume, 90-day launch strategy, manufacturing capability where applicable, quality control capability, insurance, business disclosures, references, marketplace activity, supporting documentation. Applicants may also be required to provide business formation, records, appropriate licenses, tax documentation, resale certificates, insurance information, company capability statements, product portfolios, marketplace information, and manufacturing or quality control records where applicable. The application comes first. Every prospective Bright Grips commercial partner begins with the official Bright GR Sales Agent application. Applicants may request consideration as a licensee for manufacturing, private label production, co-branding, distribution under license, or another specifically approved use of Bright Grips intellectual property. Authorized seller, reseller. For businesses seeking authority to purchase and resell authentic Bright Grips products through approved markets and channels. Sales agent, representative. For qualified applicants seeking to introduce buyers, solicit orders, develop accounts, or create commercial opportunities within approved authority. Applicants may also request consideration for multiple commercial tracks when appropriate. Step 1. Download and complete the application. Download the official Bright Grips commercial application, 8pdavacin.freedmanation.org.71884a.pdf. Applicants should complete every section that applies to the requested commercial relationship and gather the supporting documentation requested in the application. Incomplete applications may be returned without review. Step 2. Submit the completed application. Through Freedmen Nation. After completing the application, submit it through the official Freedmen Nation Contact Us form. Identify the submission as Bright Grips Commercial Application. Upload or provide the completed application and the applicable supporting information requested for review. This contact form is the intake point for businesses seeking consideration to become a Bright Grips licensee, authorized seller, reseller, or sales agent representative. SHASH application does not equal approval. Submitting the application does not create a license, seller appointment, sales agency, exclusive territory, commission right, manufacturing authorization, distribution authority, or any other commercial right. Bright Grips intellectual property is owned by Anthony Knight, Unique Electrical Concept and Designs, Inc., UECD. The Freedmen Reparations Fund Trust serves in a limited institutional licensing and commercial terms, require the owner's express written approval before execution, and FRFT cannot independently bind the owner. This structure provides serious businesses with a professional pathway to explore commercial opportunities while protecting the inventor and his intellectual property. Protecting a Freedmen inventor while building the market for Generation SEs, land ownership, intellectual contributions, and economic interests have too often existed without the institutional infrastructure necessary to protect and expand them. FRFT is working to build that infrastructure. Preserving Freedmen history cannot stop with documenting what our ancestors built. We must also create systems capable of protecting and expanding what Freedmen are building today. A patented tool created by a Freedmen inventor represents more than intellectual property. It represents ownership, innovation, economic opportunity, family legacy, institutional development, and another chapter in the continuing history of American Freedmen enterprise. From historic Freedmen land to new economic ground. The connection between this inventor and historic Freedmen land gives this commercial effort an even deeper meaning. FRFT's institutional work is designed not only to identify and preserve the historical record, but also to help build economic structures for the successors of the people who created Freedmen communities, acquired land, established businesses, and built institutions. The same history that tells us where we came from should help establish where we are going. A Freedmen inventor, a patented American product, a legacy connected to historic Freedmen land, and an institutional commercial structure designed to move that invention into additional markets. Businesses, become part of the next chapter. FRFT and Bright Grips are seeking serious applicants capable of helping introduce the product to new customers, industries, retailers, distributors, manufacturers, and markets. Potential applicants may include hardware and tool retailers, electrical supply companies, construction suppliers, industrial distributors, wholesalers, e-commerce businesses, manufacturers, private label partners, international distributors, retail purchasing organizations, and experienced sales representatives. Every applicant will be evaluated according to its proposed relationship, commercial capacity, experience, market opportunity, compliance considerations, and ability to protect the integrity of the Bright Grips product and intellectual property. Apply today. 1. Download the application, https:/www.freemannation.org/files UGD 78282D01331D89 4CD0898B 57184CAB.pdf. Complete the application and supporting information. Provide the business, territory, commercial capacity, sales channel, compliance, and other information applicable to the relationship you are requesting. Submit it through the Freedmen Nation contact form, https:/www.freedmannation.org/contact us. Identify your submission as Bright Grips Commercial Application. Become a Bright Grips seller or licensee and help carry a Freedmen invention into new markets.